Hi guys, Tommy's Fishing Adventures here. I'm currently down at the river again. I've met up with Nadeem Hamid, that's right, isn't it? About, he's the local councillor here. We're going to discuss about legal fishing, legal trapping and his thoughts on it, and I want to put a few of my points across to him. He's a really good bloke, so make sure you see this video. So Nadeem, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Yeah, local councillor for this area, Wakefield South, Agbrigg, Bellevue, Sandal, Kettleford and parts of Portobello as well. Just had a walk up here, seen a bit of dumping on the left hand side, which we'll report. And obviously somebody's been here, come here and just dumped them off here, where they could have just potentially just gone down to the tip. We've been down loads of time, we've just gone down to the tip, get rid of your household waste. And obviously we've got reported illegal fishing traps set up, which are killing off species, smaller fish as well, and you've been dealing with that for a while, haven't you?
What we actually find out from the water agency, environmental agency officers, is that, folks, that basically we do have a native crayfish, but also we have a non-native crayfish here. We're trying to keep them safe. We don't want you putting traps in the river. I'm just a local YouTuber and a local, I go on TikTok, but as a fisherman, I want it stopping, and that's why I've got the agencies involved, and that's the other reason why I've got the local councillor involved, my friend here. What are your thoughts on the illegal fishing?
It's happened a few times. We've had it across near Pugneys, Kettleford Lake as well. People have been told that people are coming in, just dredging away, removing small species, large species. And some of these companies, the angling companies, have paid a lot of money, and obviously there's a season cycling, which I don't understand, but I know there's a season the fish have to remain in there, the smaller species, and that once they're killed off, the amount of money it costs to replace that is too much. And some of these angling companies haven't got that money. They haven't got the money to be able to replace the species. Most of the people have to have a license, as far as I understand, as well. And people dump their rubbish here, litter, which obviously then pollutes, causes other problems as well. So there's a range of problems, isn't there? So
I mean, I was only down last week, people, with the environmental agencies, like I was saying, and we found a legal trap as well. Absolutely disgusting. If you are going to come fishing, this is a free stretch up to the Wakefield Angling Club. Which unfortunately they don't really look after it. They don't look after it, Nadeem, at all. If something could be said about that, they're just concentrating on their water, which is in Alberford. They have got Kettleford Fall, or they have got rid of it. I don't understand. But what we're worried about, Nadeem, is if we could, like, as you see over to that side, we have cans. We have, I mean, if
household waste.
If that can to split and a little child get under it, they'd run to rhythms. We don't want that. So what's the possibilities of getting some kind of bin down here?
We could look into that as well. It's just obviously it'd be probably further along there, so it's part of a collection route as well. We can report, anyone can report stuff as well directly to the council. So if you see something,
how would we do that, Nadeem?
So the council contact centre's open, so all they do is just go on the Wakefield Council website. You can report it online, any fly tipping, any rubbish that somebody sees, they can report that directly to the council. And what they'll do is they'll get a reference number, and somebody will come around from the council's team, which is the street scene team, and they'll pick it up. I mean, obviously it's not right that they're dumping that, but if people can get permits, household permits, the household waste recycling centre on Denbydale Road for us, if you get one of them, you can dump your rubbish in the council. It's free as well. But if you do find that, just report it to the council. You can report it on Facebook as well. You can report it online. It just means that they're quickly collected up as well, and then the council can gather the information if there's continuous issues going on as well. But in terms of bins, there is a route that bins are on. But if there's a popular route, we can always request a bin there as well to go in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because, like, again, when you find, also, Nadeem, we've found like illegal traps Now crawfish about that big, you know, the traps. We've found proper 5-section traps. That was last week on my videos. I'm sure
Yeah,
you've
so I remember you sending me that
disgusting.
one. So what damage is that doing to the species then?
So basically, there's a few bits of damage it can do. If you're catching a crawfish and it's white, that's our native crawfish.
Right.
If you're catching a non-native crawfish, now they do authorise that, but not in Yorkshire. There's nowhere in Yorkshire that authorises illegal crayfish traps.
Right.
They won't permit a licence for it at all, so please don't try get one.
What are the rules then if somebody wants to come fishing? What are the rules?
So the rules are, guys, right, there's a few bylaws as well that I've learned.
Okay.
Nadeem knows I'm a pretty smart guy when it comes to fishing. So the rules are, number one, make sure, and this is coming straight from the environmental agency officers, so before you come fishing, make sure you've got a licence. Rivers, right, are shut. You're not allowed to fish any river in the UK, right, after March the 14th. They're shut for spawning reasons, right? Then you need, basically, make sure that's a rule as well, because you will be asked this, people. You will be asked if you have read the back of the licence. Believe it or not, as daft as it sounds, it is a law.
If you're agreeing to be licensed.
Yeah, you are agreed. That's correct. That's correct. Also, if you are going for your carp and stuff like that, now I didn't know this, your rods must be no more than a metre apart from each other.
Right.
Because that's the bylaw, it's against the law. Also, you mustn't leave your rods unattended, because we don't want your rod going in river. We don't want you, and it's not just river, it's ponds as well, you know, and not a lot of companies will tell you this, they'll just let you fish their waters. But that's basically the rules, yeah.
Yeah, good.
We don't want you neither, and I'm sure the councillor don't want you tying £20 line to a size all one up and putting meat on it, leave it dangling in the river. You know, because that's going to upset our wildlife. You're going to end up getting a swan on there.
Yeah, they're protected species. As
exactly.
Well, yeah, so we don't. And secondly, we wouldn't want to damage it while you're enjoying yourself, doing your fishing. Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a rules and procedures that we have. Just collecting waste while we're here.
Yeah.
You know, like we're doing today. Whatever we bring here with us, we'll take back and dispose of properly.
Exactly.
And then it's there for us all to use, isn't it? We'll hopefully keeping this environment protected for cyclists, walkers, people fishing, so everybody gets to use this. And like we came today, there's a bit, we'll probably pick these up, but we'll try. But there's quite a lot here which we can resolve by either reporting it to the council, or just, if we can, pick up our own rubbish. If we see someone throwing it, then, you know, making them aware possibly, if you can. You don't have to. If you don't feel uncomfortable, don't do that. But little things can be done to keep this environment beautiful as it is. You know, it's a nice day today, British day. But I mean, there's loads of people that we've met walking up and down. They've got a little bag with them for their dog waste, for their own, they're having a drink or something like that, a coffee. They've got a separate bag. They'll dispose of it in the right way. Just keeps the environment usable for all of us.
What should we, in your eyes, what should we do? I mean, I know the Lord, obviously, talking to these guys, and I've met up with these guys from environmental agencies. Now, guys, if you do see somebody doing something suspicious in your waters, if you do see them putting lines in or something, please, right, I'll pass over to Nadeem because I don't know how to word it properly. There's a lot of basically, you know.
If you feel uncomfortable challenging somebody, which we're not expecting, I wouldn't expect anyone to do that. But if you do see someone doing something illegal, you know, for example, you know, like you said, laying illegal nets or bringing a van over and disposing of waste, you know, you can always report it to the council, and they'll deal with it on that side. You know what I mean? So that's the easiest way. The main things we're looking at is the litter, the illegal fly fishing, and the dumping of household waste. You know, the big bulky waste. Some of it's small litter, but there is some dumping of larger waste there, which somebody is intentionally done.
I'm sure you'll deal with.
We'll pick up these up here. We'll take a picture of them.
Yeah.
We'll report them as well, and hopefully, you're doing a good job raising awareness of some things that not all of us know about.
No.
Like spawning season, things like that. Because these species, we want to protect as much of the wildlife as we can. Yeah, they've got their freedom. We've got certain rules that if we all follow, everything goes brilliantly.
Yeah.
And everyone can enjoy themselves as well, can't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And if you do break the laws, guys, unfortunately, if you don't have a licence, it's £1,000 fine. These guys have got power of arrest with them. Yeah, these are what it is. Right, and I only just learned that the other day on my video. If you go back some, you can see that. But they have got power of arrest. Right, so the first fine is £1,000.
Wow.
Fine. And they will seize your equipment, no matter if you're saying, well, the weight touch by, well, they will. Unfortunately, they will. They will seize your gear if you haven't got a licence. It's illegal. Don't do it. Right? For traps and everything like that, if you get caught trapping, you get caught fishing in the river when it's close season, believe it or not, it's a £50,000 fine.
It's not worth it, is it? So there's legal ways of doing this, isn't there? Obviously, legal ways. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy the environment, walk here, do what you're supposed to do. And it's there for all of us, isn't it? Because when we're gone, it'll be there for the next generation and the generation after that. And that's what we want to do. Is we're preserving this for future generations. People can walk up and down here like they're doing now. Some people down there. Yeah. Someone walking towards us now. Yeah. It's well used, even in this weather. And we want this to carry on for generations.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, guys, we'll cut off there. We'll make that into one video for you. We're going to have a walk down to the legal trap area.
Yeah, no problem.
Let you have a look.
Yeah.
And we'll see spots on that. He's a good guy. He's here to help out. He's the councillor of this ward. So yeah, like he says, if you've got any problems, I'm sure you can get in touch with him. How do we get in touch with you, Nadeem?
You can get in touch through social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter. You can get in touch on the mobile, through the council email addresses as well. We've got council email addresses, so we've got all the messages. You can message us, you can get in touch. Just give us a shout. I'm local here, you know that.
Yeah.
Not far from here, within the ward, live in the area, so we can always help out as much as we can, or even just give some advice as well.
Okay guys, thanks a lot, and thank you, Nadeem.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you.